So in this video, I'll be talking about CSS Blur Image, how to make your image blur. Okay, so let's start by creating our HTML basic structure. Then inside here we'll now add our image element img. Inside the img we'll now add our image. We'll use this one. Okay, refresh. Okay, the image is too big, it covered the whole screen. It's covered the whole screen. But don't worry, we deal with it inside our CSS so it can be responsive. Okay, now I think that's all we need for HTML. Then we also need to add our link our external CSS. This is external CSS file, so we have to link it to our HTML. So we'll do that by saying link enter. Then inside this href, you now insert your CSS file the way you insert your image. The backward slash, mine is located inside CSS folder, and then the file name is style.css. Okay, so the CSS is now linked to this. So let me adjust this my screen so I can have enough space inside CSS. Okay, so first of all, I want to make the image responsive. So let me do that. I'll use image selector img elements. Okay, then open a declaration block. Inside here we first of all add I think I'll first of all do margin. Is it, yeah, margin. I think it's margin. No, not margin. What I meant is width. First of all, do max width. Where is it? Let me look for it. Let's say max width. Yeah, here is it. Okay, max width, I'll set it to 100%. Let me use percentage, then set it to 100%. Okay, so it's now fitted in the screen. If I open it now, you can see. So this is all I need so that the image will be fit here. Okay, so the next thing we have to add now to make this image broad. Okay, so to make it broad, what we have to do, we use a property. We use another property called filter. Okay, so to do that, we say filter I even self, what if I do something like this blur? It will not work. So the best thing is to use filter property. Just call the filter property filter. Inside this property you use blur. It's a kind of a function, so it accepts arguments. It's inside this parameter, it accepts one argument, and that one argument is it's supposed to, let's say it will be in pixels. Okay, it will be in pixels. So the value it accepts in this parameter now as an argument will determine how the intensity of the blur will look like. So let's start by adding, let's say two. Let's start with one. Let's say 1 pixel. You can see the image is broad now. How about 2 pixels? See, it's intensifying the broadness of the image. Let's how about 3 pixels? You can see that. How about 4? It's getting more intense. 5. How about 6? More intense. How about 7? How about 8? 9? So it's even becoming so impossible to see the image. Let's do 20 pixels and see what it looks like. The picture does not even exist. It's just wipe it off, but you can see that there's picture in the background there. Okay, how about if you do this 200 pixel? It will just disappear the picture. So I think the best way is to start with 1. So as you're adding your value, you can say 1.1.2, or let's say 1.1. I say 1.2, 1.3. So the best way is to start with 1. When you start with 1, it's not even to start with, you can start with 0.1. Yeah, you can start with 0.1. As you're adding more values, the image will be broad. Then when you reach when the broad reach the level you want, you can leave it at that. You can say 0.2, how about 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. You can see that it starts having effect from 0.8, but from if you say 0.7, that I do not see any effect on 0.7, but once we enter 8, the effect will start manifesting, to start having effect. Then how about 0.9? It's almost something as 1. So now I say one pixel. Okay. So based on my own suggestion, I will recommend that you start from 0.1, or it says 0.8. Since the first started on 0.8, to start from 0.8, because 0.7, I do not see any changes in 0.7. 0.7 maybe widen can see what there's no changes from 0.7. So from 0.8 is where the first started. So I recommend you start from 0.8 pixels. You can start from 0.8 pixels if you want to use pixels. Okay, so that is it for CSS Blur Image. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.